which, you know, a lot of times you don't accidentally mean what you say, right? It's like, when you really mean it, there's an intention.
Yeah.
So yeah. Talking about punctuation, talking about the idea of giving like a clear distinction. This is my idea. Kind of trying to now put the bow on, and I'll finish both sentences. Put the bow on some of our ideas, right? Like really making it nice and neat so people can kind of see where we're going, give people time to breathe, as well as these punctuations. As we're thinking about the idea of get off flow, when we're creating flow, our punctuation gives us like opportunities to manipulate that flow, right? So in terms of like, and we have like our ideas of get off flow, dimension, what comes with, so like continuity, like those things we've already been like, which is like the theme of, we're probably gonna just be thinking about that for like a second while we just stack different ideas on top of that. And so punctuation, we're thinking that I'm creating flow through what comes with, I'm decorating, right? I'm doing these different things, have these different ideas going, creating dimension. At some point, I have to create like stops, I have to create changes in the flow, changes in the direction. So when we think about like, again, ways we did that, I might touch on a lot of those. We got the crunk power moves, slams, throws, arm swings, a good chest pop might get you there. Things that are like overall dynamic, right? Like the good arm swing is dynamic, right? It's like speed, direction, all these different things, right? Tension. A good like buck hop is dynamic. So just kind of understanding these power moves as like expressions of like the smaller things, like dynamically. Expression in terms of authenticity, your character, who you are, and contrast dynamically. So I'm kind of in this space, and then I'm kind of moving into this space. And we talked about all the dynamics, dimension, all that stuff. So I think that maybe that's like a good visualization of it. Is like when we're adding that punctuation, this is where we're like creating different bends and things in the river. And so when we're in a flow, think about punctuating something with this arm swing, it gives me an opportunity now to maybe change the way that I'm creating the flow, right? Because I'm kind of like, I've built this idea, boom, I get out of there. And so now maybe I have like an opportunity to change what I'm thinking about. This was maybe more about texture, these ideas, boom, I get out of there, punctuation. And now maybe I'm thinking about space, thinking about really creating more in the dimension, just to give myself places to go. And then we can like effectively stack our ideas on top of each other, we're gonna get to like that get off. So I think this is like all theory. So we're gonna start with that. That would be like what we warm up with, just kind of like a recap of like last week. Just a couple whatever, just easy rounds, just to really get your body going. But we're thinking about those things, whatever we worked on last time, kind of bringing that forward. And then we'll get into like adding some moves today, because that's what we didn't get to last week. So we'll just finish on moves and not add too much. Just so we have time to kind of crank on these things. Ideas of punctuation, get off flow. Now we're gonna get into moves. Moves will help us think about like combos and material, what material is important. And then from there, probably just like stir the pot for a while, just see. I think that's like enough information. Any questions about anything?
What do you mean by moves?
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, for sure. In the general sense, moves are like expressions of ideas, and so we'll think about some ways that we can like build that up. Yeah. Cool. Let's just warm up. And then we'll cook. This is true. Oh, this is.
You got a sauna?
Huh?
You got a sauna?
Asana?
Asana. You said that warm up. Like a sauna room? You said that warm up.
What are you talking about?
A sauna?
Yeah, you know the sauna is right.
Oh, they just assign
You
it.
said let's warm up, so.
You don't know this song.
I'm really sitting there like,
I'm really thinking about like, what?
no, what does it mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Sure you want.
So these eat hot plates. What two things make up dimension?
Balance and posture.
Okay, so what's how would you describe posture?
Posture is it's really you know something that you can't explain.
Yeah.
Posture is bottom. Top. Okay. Posture is top. Balance is bottom. Posture is top. The posture is, I would say, a certain pose or a certain time and style when you're posing at certain moments.
Right.
That's how it
Yeah. And balance is obviously about
yeah. Which is your aliveness. I mean, your aliveness, which is your buzz zone.
Right. And what's the objective of like dimension? What does dimension help you like access?
Your dimension is the size, your sizes of your moves, which will be, like you said, small, or big.
Yeah. Dimension is about space. Dimension is about moving through space, creating space.
What's the first thing you said?
Dimension, balance and posture together, making up dimension, is about moving through space in your current. So anytime we're talking about dimension, even if like it's space, always space. Because me stepping moves me in space. Right? This is how I'm like moving through space. Balance, like actually balancing on my feet. Balance. This top posture is also how I move through space in this, you know. So now combinations of these things are what's giving me creating space, in space, in color, which is dimension, right? All that. So anytime we're thinking about that, like that's anytime we say dimension, that's what we're talking about space, how we move through space. Yeah. And so if you're ever thinking, okay, which is which, the balance is the body. The balance is what's on the other side. Always. And that's all of the body points. Down there. Knees, feet, hips, all that stuff can get you that. Can help you move in the space that way. And then everything on top, we think about the core a lot, our core and our poses. But you can just move your head around, the shoulders, you know, again, those things, chest especially, it's going to give you a lot of dimensions on moving in space. So, nice. We talked about about get off flow, and what are a couple of ways that we said we can create flow? We can create get off flow.
We can use contrast, like maybe a gestures, and then we can use punctuation to create a moment,
Okay.
or to emphasize signature,
Right.
or that could be an email, or that could be like a
Right.
Another way you can access that flow is experimenting how you get from A to B.
Okay.
You can use different postures, you can use poses, you can use pauses,
Yeah.
and actually use all the basics, but specifically for get off, I feel like combo from A to B that has different textures, that has a good balance of pauses, that has a good moment for you to build off of, like for example the pose, then how you get out of that could create a flow that could require the protection of part and energy, depending on whether you want to get down here for your live moment or up here to turn into what your body the balance points are at that point. So I feel like the good balance of knowing when to punctuate and having a flow that is going to get into a crescendo definitely gets you to a better get off.
Yeah.
Those are shit.
Huh?
I said those good shit. I don't know.
That's good shit. And so yeah, when we're thinking about our flow, dimension is important. Creating continuity.
So,
And
get off flow is a combination between dimension and dynamics.
get off flow is how do I use crump with the music to create momentum for myself in my round. And so in there, I do think dynamics are included. We specifically talked about decorating, and so permanence, moving the body, because the permanence is going to help create a flow, letting things live. We talked about letting things live, what comes with continuity. So this arm moves the body, now that body dips, now this takes me here, that slam does something. That's like a creative
Connectivity.
gonna create flow for you. So that's what we're really thinking about. It's like how do we create good flow in that way. And so yeah, when we think about dynamically, contrast is gonna help us create flow. Contrast being ways to punctuate. Also contrast is giving us ways to create different avenues in our get off flow. So that's really the overarching idea is how do we get to a place where we're creating things that are connecting, that are leading me into other things. How do I generate ideas, and now how do I stop? Whether it's punctuation, whether it's actually stopping, right? And so that's like, because we wanna be able to now build rounds. We wanna feel like, oh, I'm just sitting here dancing for nothing, but I understand that I want this idea to keep going. So I'm gonna think about this thing and just decorate it. And now I'm done with this idea, so now I'm gonna punctuate. Right now I can move on to something else. But now things are connecting rather than me just being boom. So,
Because that's my problem with the punctuating.
well, I mean, and that's a problem I have too. My problem is I don't necessarily ramp. You know, like everything that I do is cool, but it's not necessarily going anywhere sometimes. You know, and so and that's just something we got to work on. And so, just in terms of just like anchoring us, I know we're talking about a lot over the last couple of weeks, but that's the exploration over the last month or so, month and a half, is how do we create with toolkit, always toolkit. If you're with the trainers, always toolkit. Body, balance, dimension, and dynamics, always. Those are always in the company. So now I'm thinking, how do I use the body, which is important, with my dimension, which is important, right? Just creating, I want this idea to come from something. I want this to create something for me. Back, right now, out of that. That's what we're really trying to get to, like I was saying last week, we have to now, this is when we lock into our rounds. Don't just do whatever. because our brain will cut off. Your brain will go to muscle memory, which is fine, but the muscle memory is not going to be enough in order to like develop. And so there has to be like a cognizance. I'm here. How can I create flow from this? Unless I just want to be done with it. If I want to be done with it, there's a couple ways that we can get it done. Easy snap, now, right? Power move. It's just something like, and so all these things that we're like putting on the list, that's why that's like pop quiz you, but just so we can like have like a conversation using the vocabulary about, oh, this is this, you know? And so when you're in your lab, maybe you don't see each other for a week, you can have a conversation with yourself, like I want to have a conversation with you. Okay, I want to think about dynamics, but then the question, okay, which? There's so many, you know? Okay, so now I have to be specific. Okay, I want to think about these dynamics, and still, if it's the Zoro way, we're in the dojo, okay, like, it's still a toolkit. So everything is, this always is present. So now dynamics with the body work, with the balance, with dimension. Or if I'm thinking about, okay, signature moves, okay, but signature moves with, you know, and then so what does that mean to create something signature move? What does that mean, like, you know? So I know I'm making kind of scientific, but I hope that that's like, my goal is that we can have conversations about, you know, and we can be speaking the same language. So I'm like, okay, well, what are ways that we can create flow? Yeah, we have like dynamics create flow, dimension creates flow, decorating the body creates flow, thinking about connectivity, what comes with it, that creates flow, you know, and so then we can like attack certain things. Yeah, everybody understands what I know. I'll be like in space sometimes. I'll be in space, but I think this is probably a sweet spot. And so all of the expression on the things that you have already, we're gonna try to place those. So we're always creating flow, at least for like right now. That's what we're thinking about. And so now the challenge is, okay, how do I now cut that, or how do I now redirect that, or how do I, you know, with punctuation. That's what we have right now. Plus, like, you know, when we add on later. Cool. All right. Cool. Nice. DZ? Anything? It doesn't have to be anything special.
Ready to go first?
Yes. Just casual. Tell me how DJ is right. That's good work with all together.
I like that. Nice. I like this. Wow. Nice.
That made a lot of sense.
Nice situation. I like that.
That was crazy.
That's nice. Ooh.
Nice. See a couple of those, yeah. That's tough. That's how it works. Really good.
That was really good.
Yeah, and it wasn't like too much. It was like
There's
good.
so much connectivity.
Very, very nice.
Like it's fun.
Good flow. Something like that. Switch the rhythm there. Smart.
Yeah.
That was smart. Smart change. Where it go? Where it go?
I like the time they trade. That shit crazy. Jesus.
Yes. He just went up. It's crazy.
That man is crazy. What you really want?
I said warm up, y'all already gone. I said we just throw light rounds, just warm up, and y'all already in it. Relax. But anyways,
Where it going? It is turned off. Let's go, man. Let's.
Ooh, that was fucking fire. Yeah. Ooh, this was hitting, man.
Nice. Wow. Hey. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Ooh, that hole was crazy.
Nice. Nice dip.
God.
Ooh.
All that. Fire. Yeah, we don't let up, bro. You probably had, out of the whole thing, you probably had like 5 seconds on a chill, and then you brought it right back up. But every hit, literally, you made it mean something. Like, it wasn't just like a regular turn. Like, when you turn, you hit that shit. But literally, every hit, nigga, every single hit was hitting. And you had like a little chill moment for like 5, 6 seconds, and then you brought it right back up to hit.
Thanks, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
You did like 5 seconds worth of holds because you did it multiple times and we had time to see it. And then you
His
decorated off
hold
the
was
hold.
crazy. And
To decorate off of a hold,
yes.
that's
He did,
so
he decorated
cool.
it.
That's so smart. Because you already have retention, then you'll just expand.
Then you had your level, I think it was a level 3. It was like a slight level 3. It was like a level 2 or not sure. And then you gave me the balance. That was the breathtaking, the breather.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started hitting again. I'm like, bro, the stamina was crazy.
Thank you. I'm working, man. I'm working just like y'all. So,
Now that means
I can't do
I
it.
didn't start hitting everything.
well, you know, there's like.
And the only reason why I don't hit everything like I should, because I feel like I'm gonna tire myself out more faster, because I'm not there exactly there yet to give it my all every single hit. So I'm like,
Yeah.
and then once I have my moment where I'm like, okay, I got energy. And then if I feel a little bit, then I have to like
Yeah.
switch the movements up to give me a breather to go back up again.
Yeah. Well, you gotta give yourself a little bit of both. You gotta give yourself like some labs you're gonna need stamina because you want to get 30, 40 minutes in. Some labs you do need to go and like push yourself to the limit and get those hits clean and get the sharpness in the body to, you know, that's what I say when I say turn to gravity. It's like the Super Saiyans in DBZ, they go in the hyperbolic time chamber. They gotta crank that shit up in order to get stronger. So in some ways, it's like, yeah, this is gonna get more tiring. Figuring out how to hit the body. But right now, I'm trying to go way to the end of the spectrum so I can figure out what the balance is, because it won't be everything. You know, if you watch like a native who's fantastic, he'll be here, and then he'll snap that.
Ooh.
You know,
Give me that random little, dynamic.
so it's about knowing and then using the body. And sometimes that body hit, I mean, crump is like West Coast dance, so a lot of the popping and stuff, the influence is in there, the way street dance, right? So we do hit, isolate, you know, it's in our crump, it comes with it. So in certain ways, this is cool, right? Like, but even in this, we got to figure out how to get a little bit like that sharpness
Right.
to where, you know, and so, and I think ultimately that is going to be like, in order to get it cleaner, you're going to have to work the body more, and yeah, you're going to be more tired. But then you just shoot for 30-second rounds and you're clean, as opposed to, okay, I'm going to do like a good minute round with good material. Now I got like for the last 10 minutes of my lab, I'm giving myself 30-second rounds. They're going to be clean because I'm really pulling the shoulder, tension, snapping things so that I can. Because it's not going to come just because like I'm crumping and now naturally my body can do that. No, we're not trained. And you gotta be careful too. That's why we got, as I'm saying, we got to condition, make sure all the stretching.
Gotta do more cardio.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
What's with that list?
Calisthenics. And calisthenics is great. Yeah. You know, next time when y'all come, that's how we'll start. Do calisthenics first. Just warm up a little bit, get our bodies really in it.
You want us to work out before we work out?
Yeah. That's how, but you want to be a super Saiyan. You want to be a super Saiyan or not? It's up to you. You don't have to be a super Saiyan if you don't want to, but.
No, I gotta do what I want.
That's what I'm saying. You said you were doing it once. So I just say that. I said to say that I know that the greats are training like that. I know. I've been around Beast. I know. He's like literally jumping rope in the morning and like stretching and like meditating, doing all those things that is good for his like life. But crump, the physical part of it really does want you to be at your best. So.
That's my guess. I didn't even get the comment on the thing, but that's what I said in the chat. Like, I'm trying to.
Y'all want niggas to comment in the chat, hoes. Alright. Let's do one more of those. Just to kind of wrap that idea. Flow is what we're trying to achieve. And so, in some ways, we don't want to just jump in the water and start flapping around. Go in there with something. Okay, I have decorating. I have continuation, what comes with it. I have dimension that can create flow. So I'm really thinking about using those things, at least for now in the lab. This is like what we're trying to build on, with whatever else I have. But those are those things that we have to build on. The dimension can give me that. So my dimension is balance and posture. Think about how the top moves the bottom, how these things move together, how am I moving through what? Space. Right? And now as I'm moving through space, what flow is that creating for me? Maybe different texture moving through space. Now I'm talking dynamic. Okay? And then just like we said, hold this, decorate. Why not? Because my objective is to create flow. That's what I want to do. That's what we should be trying to do. And then once something starts happening, now it's about the awareness to be in it, not just be lost in the dance. Okay, here's decoration. Now, okay, here's a little dimension. Let me get out of here. I'm already going this way. I can slam. What if I just do something crazy? Like a Maya would do. Something unexpected.
You
know? We would be expecting a slam and it would turn into like a quarter roll
You
snap.
definitely unexpected.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like even at the pace, like you don't gotta rush. But there has to be some effort.
In that place still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes? Happy I'll be feeling this. I'll be in space with it. I don't even like this one. I haven't never heard this one this long time. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Flow jump. good range of motion there, all the way to the arm cross. Yep, you get at a pace with it, down there, make sure it goes there. That was a good way to travel. That was so smooth. Yes. Why not revisit something? Yes. If it works, we can revisit it. Yes. Create the language is fuck. Ooh. Now we're doing something. Now we're doing something.
No way.
That last, bro. That last little bit was time. I mean, the whole thing was cool. Don't get me wrong, but that last bit where you okay, this made the room move, so I'm just gonna bring it back, and then the language out of it, boom, snap, bow, bro. Like that's what we're going for. It's something that like okay, this worked. What was this? Is it the angle? Okay, so maybe now how many ways can I find the angle? Is it the isolation of it? How many ways can I find the isolation? Is it the elbow of it? You know, like that's I know it's like I'm in the space, but I'm like that's when you find something, that's what you get into. And that's what I like the most. It was the travel in your style, grew back the other way, set it up, and then it became something else. Venom. Wow. 10 out of 10. And it created such a moment for you that you felt it. When you laugh in your rounds and that is like, I'm trying to tell you, I know it seems so like, that's actually the feeling that you want in a crop. It's not necessarily this, because this is part, but you want that. Joy is what kept people in a crop. Because they had so much of the other stuff. I know that's a deep cut, but like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when we laugh at the end of our round, that's why I got so hyped. Because I'm like, okay, now you're having fun. Now you're just doing something that feels right to you. That's the point. That's the point. I give myself all these tools so I can explore more efficiently, because inevitably we're gonna have to go find it. So that was great, and it looked like you. And it made a lot of sense, and it was like the flow of everything made sense. Boom! I was like, great. You could just get off from here. You could have just really got off. You gave me the travel.
That was a perfect opportunity to go up.
That was it.
He took me off just to go.
Yeah, no.
I think you surprised yourself when you just kind of go from there. But
that was so good.
Dude, because it was random. I wasn't thinking about it.
And when you're not thinking about it, that's when the best moments come.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, definitely go find that one in the footage and watch that, because that was good. It was awesome.
If it's on YouTube.
No, it is. The last one is on YouTube.
It should.
The link? We dropped the link?
Yeah, I uploaded it.
It's on YouTube. What I couldn't save it because it's listed as
It should be on.
a child's
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I'm gonna upload it this time, so I'm gonna check.
It was under my account. I shouldn't be doing this child thing.
It's like every YouTube thing you can save literally, but you can't save certain ones if it's like child
I know what you mean.
something, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if it's on listed, I know what you mean.
Well, I'm gonna get it up this time. Hopefully you can see it. And if not, I'll clip it for you. Alright. Very good. Alright. I really like to see that I'm just getting better. Man, what are they gonna do with you? He's probably working. Nice. Great idea. Stay in the room, yep.
I like that girl, bro.
Sheesh.
Ooh.
Yes, nice.
Bang it out.
Very nice.
That laser was crazy.
That was crazy.
He's getting that shit stronger like that.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Ooh, that little shit.
Very nice.
That grooving. Oh my god.
Shit hurts for me.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice. I like how you're really going for the material, for the idea. I like that. I like that beach. Yeah, it's almost good. Yeah, it's almost good.
Damn.
I just did a lot of searching on that one.
That punctuation was not good.
Well, and what I like is it has like the uniqueness of your movement, but there's a different like driving priority right now. Like a lot of times I see you dance and like your rawness, your essence, and your liveness just drives and
Yeah, you
Fast and
definitely-
Furious. Yeah, like it's crazy. And so I like to see you working on the technical. I like to see you exploring, trying to put things together. How do these things connect? Because the awareness of it is cool. Because you're not gonna lose any other stuff because you brought it with you. So like this new application for me, in terms of like how I think it's important to explore it, this application is gonna be really fruitful. And it probably feels weird or like feels different, but it's because you're driving with a different side of your brain kind of. And so this is gonna give you good balance in between knowing how to use this to create the slope, even though you always get there. Like, so maybe I wanna like strategically place things. And then now, when it's time to just go, I already know I can just go go to the killer side and just let it go. Damn. Yeah.
That track was crazy. Bro, what? Bro, that connection? That's shit crazy. Oh, that's crazy. I like that. Talk about balance. Oh my.
Kind of a tough track too.
A lot more punctuation in this round between you two.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for it. Trying to figure out how to
Ain't
change.
a lot of dynamic change.
I'm trying to figure out how to really take it.
Cause I ain't like the beat was coming up, I was trying to catch it.
Yeah, that was a tough track. When I was dancing, I was like, man, this is actually kind of a tough track.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be.
And then so flow, it was a little difficult for me because most of the time I get flow, but it was like this beat was like it was a little harder to catch my flow, so it was more challenging.
Okay, so maybe that she does stay in the last playlist. Yeah, so we need a couple of those too. All right, so in addition, I don't think moves aren't really punctuation. There's nothing to do with punctuation necessarily. So now the general structure is I'm putting together ideas. Right now we've been working with the body. I'm creating flow, continuity, thinking about punctuation as a general flow. And so in crump, when we think about combos operate the same way. Combos have moves and what they actually call kill-offs. So how I get out of a combo is called a kill-off, which is not to be confused with killing somebody off. So before they had it, it was turned that according to Solo. So the end of your combo is your kill-off. And combos specifically are made up of moves. Moves are ways that we express ideas in Crump. And the best way to think about it is it's like things that I can show or things that I can like do, right? Like that's really the best way to think about moves. And so the moves I always go to first, like push and pull. Think about like pushing, pulling something. Like this comes to this. Pull it up, pull this way, pull this down. Like push the body back that way, push that leg. So we got like push and pull, which are really just ideas, right? 'Cause right now we're just in the body, but if I want to like push this thing, right? If I want to create that idea, the other time of the session I like drag something. It was heavy, dragged it. So I was like, drag for me. This is heavy. I was going through it, right? And then I pushed it. So in Crump, when we're thinking about moves, now moves are going to give us ways to like concretely express ideas, and we're thinking about storytelling. So the body as a foundational element of it, right? The body, which is always involved dynamically. Now it's a little bit more like an advanced skill, but now we're just going to think about, okay, so now if I really want to like say something, do something, I need these moves. Right, which will require the body. So even if you think about a word like push and like pull, it still requires the body to pull what's involved. Or if I pull something like with my feet, like no one, you drop the whatever, right? That could be pull, maybe drag. Okay, that's not really the point. But the idea is now in my Crump, even if I'm just warming up, these arms. Maybe I'm thinking about pull, right? And this can create this for me. I pull, and then now decorate, right? Boom, pull again, boom, I pull the chest, pull, boom, lets the air out. Like, so I know it's like a little bit more like, but now that I know sometimes it's tough to just think about the body, which is, I think it's just really important as well, to understand the body's always working. And now we're going to start thinking about adding these ideas of moves, which are things I can name. And when we start to put moves together with kill-offs, that's when we get to combos. That's when we get to real combinations. And so if I'm thinking about like I push this, pull myself this way, kick, boom. Now I'm out slam, right? That'll technically be like a combo, right? Something that I can name and Crump and I can place. The other good thing about moves in this way is they can also be connected with like old school moves and things that we have, right? Because those are things that we can name. So I can think like push, wobble, right? Stop, and then maybe I just want to get into a posture, right? Those are ways that we can now like start creating more in our flow. So now we're thinking about, we got this flow, we're moving in our dimension. If I decide to hold something, I can decorate the body, right? Give the body some time to work. Now I got this other added element of moves. So now if there's something specific that I want to say, I just got to figure out what it is that I want to say. How do I show that in Crump? The really important thing about the moves is like the how. It's not necessarily like the what it is. So I think I read some of this last week. But on my moves list, just some ideas like catch, break, form, grab, bump, push, right? Move, water, stretch, turn, squeeze, snatch, zip. Like, so these, like, most of them are kind of like verbs, at least for me. Solo talks about like, do things like window, do like car. So that's how we get like this type of material. Okay, I got this like push material, which takes me into like this slinky pull material. The pull, it pulls the arm. I cut it, falls down. Like that's when people are like Rex and big combo heads beasts. Like they're kind of creating like that. And so sometimes the idea is not necessarily like I just want the body to do this thing, but I want to get this idea. Like somebody's in my face, I want to create this bomb, I pull the little wick out, light it, right? Throw it, it explodes, boom, I got a reaction, whatever, right? That would be like my combo, my kill off. So this is just like how we can now intelligently go in there and say, okay, well, there are some things that maybe aren't like crime. These are things that I can name that now I can like add. And those are like, that's what we describe as like moves. And so the moves are just ways to express other like ideas, like real life things in your crime. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so now, we're creating flow, right? And we're always looking for that punctuation. If we're creating a certain particular like order of moves, we're also thinking now, okay, I want to make sure that I also punctuate these ideas, right? The kill offs. And a lot of times those same punctuations can make sense. If I'm building something here, I want to like wrap it open, rip it apart. Dynamically, this power move will get me out of there. So if this is the build, box is my move. I move it, decorate, and then I want to rip the box. That's a good way to get out of there. So now I'm using now these other things, this idea, this thing I can name, box, this thing I can name, exists. And now when I get into rip, maybe I rip it that way, and this is how I'm gonna finish. Boom, punctuation. So like, just like another way of thinking about the flow. So it's not just what is the body, but now I can start saying things. Now I can start talking about what I want my round to be, or like ideas that are in my head, right? Sometimes like you need those words. So that's what your moves are. Yeah, expressing ideas and building blocks and combos. So the idea will be we'll start with just with push and pull. And the idea is we want to let these things generate ideas for us. And so everything doesn't have to be like, okay, I push this, I pull this, I pull this. You know, this push, I move this thing, and now how do I let something come with this, right? Or how do I maybe change the texture of my arm placement, right? If this push creates this arm placement, I'm intentionally doing this. Now how do I use some of the other ideas of flow now to continue to interact with the idea? So we still have a decoration, we still have like our dimension, we still have like thinking about ideas of permanence, continuity, what comes with, right? These ideas now when we start to add specific moves, and we also want to see how like creative we can be in finding different ways to implement this into like our crumb. And so now this is like where we're gonna actually start to structure things, start to make the ideas more than just, I'm just moving my body to the music. Now I'm actually want to create something and say something about round. This is not something that I have 100%, to be honest. So we're all gonna figure it out together. It is like kind of challenging, and it doesn't need to be. I don't think it's something that has to like drive you around necessarily, but as we continue to think about more mature rounds, eventually material comes up, and understanding moves and how to generate ideas can make it much easier just to create material. Things you can remember, things you can pull from. Yup, I think so.
That was just too loud.
Bravo, relax.
It's too much at once.
All the
Hey,
drum
man.
kits at one time.
Yes, you can, cuz. Shit.
You like that, we know. Let's do that. Hold on. Okay, we got push, we got pull. Thinking about ways to implement that. And we want these things to create other ideas. To let these ideas live. And still thinking about flow toolkit, which is so much. That was nice. Good flow there.
Oh! You're gonna be so proud of your friends. You're gonna do so many great things.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
What? Yeah, exactly. Nice. This pace is really working. Nice. Pull something. Nice. That was a good way to use that.
Wow. Stab your arm like that? Ooh. Yeah, this is just all. It's definitely.
Nice. Yep, you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. That was really neat too.
Nice.
Yeah. 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 I don't really want to give notes. I think that there's just enough good stuff in there. My encouragement is to continue to find ways to just change your rhythm up.
Okay.
To find like a different pocket to sit in.
The pace?
Yes.
Or bounce?
Yeah. Just thinking about utilizing some of the different instrumentation in there. Fine, because I like this pace, and it feels like a lot of stuff is coming out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And so even coming from this is like more sharp to just something with more space, right? Or even just maybe I'm just really in halftime, right? Just to let some things, this like letting and giving yourself permission to change the timing up. I think it'll help with your ideas. Because sometimes I want to see more, and so just giving yourself that time to let something else live. Like dynamically, that timing is going to give you changing the timing, like dragging something out or whatever is going to give you the permanence that you're looking for. Permanence being like something living more in your round. And so I got this idea, like it just, and so just finding, okay, I'm in this balance right now. How can I chop this? How can I? And even if this is home base for me, you see, I always go back to home base. Always. Like I always want to find like this. again, because that's what keeps me in my pocket. But also something I'm observing from mine, I think is really nice. Troy's getting a lot of this is like also remembering to dance in the music as well, dance with the music.
What you mean?
And so I got this balance here, but there is this other sound that's part of like the loop.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, it's because I think I focus on
The main.
the main,
Yeah.
and not the
I do
other
too.
little
Yeah. Yeah.
or
even just this main and just giving myself permission to slow something down, whatever.
I have a tip, maybe, if you are, that's your home base since that's your base, use your chest to help you keep track of that, and then whenever you hear a sound you want to like play off of, just pick a body point, something small, and then just go off of that, like maybe your wrist, maybe you start with your ankles, that's small and easy to do, and you would kind of already be in position to move that foot or move that arm because it's already up and, you know what I mean? So your chest is going to keep track of that main home base. So then just use your arm, just pick a body point, and then just go off of that. And then decorate that if you want to. That goes with flow. So then that's just something completely back off on.
See, intelligent conversations around crowd.
That
This is the
makes
goal.
sense.
This is the goal, friends. Very, very impressive. What are they gonna do? This push to create this artless with language is crazy.
ooh, that was crazy. Are you looking at the legs, bro? That swing was crazy. Right.
Which is so good. Oh.
That,
Good push there. As a groove. Oh God, that chop is crazy.
I gotta work on my shot.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know where the chop is. Because I'm so into the.
Even those average. It's so buck. It's so white.
That's really crazy.
Jesus.
Oh my God, that's my favorite movie. I ain't gonna lie. That's my favorite one.
Where is it going?
Bro,
That felt so cool.
do you know how a spear go around you or whatever? It's like you're trying to find it. You're trying to catch the
That's a fun feeling
That
because
was
you're playing like catch
crazy.
with your hands.
bro. That was.
It's a
crazy.
game.
Yes,
And it's kind of fun because you're using your core.
and it was
So you
connected
have to,
too. So you went forward, you went back, and you went to the front. I'm like, that was fire.
The thing I really liked about this round too is, one of my only notes for you is that a lot of times you're off, like you're not in the room with your awareness. But this round, I saw you really like looking at the things you were creating and following your hands, and even for this,
Yeah, that was.
the awareness of it is what really made it real. So I like that this idea of like moving through space is like helping you continue, because we have to see it for ourselves. We gotta connect with the people in the room. We have to connect with our ideas. Yeah, that was really good, and the pace is so good. It's so good because you know when to just turn it up for a second.
Mm-hmm. You know the chop too long.
Chop is crazy. You were in a groove, you snapped, and then you just held it until the next boom. I was like,
Yeah,
all the points, give them all the points.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and so when you're,
You starting to hold more now, and it's making it more meaningful to your dance.
I'm trying to be more intentional because I just keep going on and on and on and on and on sentence.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take tools to help me. Because I talk fast in general,
Yeah.
so it translates in my personality. So I naturally think really fast, so I'm trying to like be intentional and slow, which is what's going on in my personal life and my current life. So I guess I'm learning in the same way, quite literally.
Hell yeah. That was great. Very impressive. Yeah, really good chop too. And we're just and we're cooking inside of that sweet spot where I'm in that balance, and now I'm like almost reaching outside of the bubble to grab these other things to create other effects. You know,
It's kind of really like music, like, you know how you play instrument, right? And I'm like, I can rap to beat like 5 different ways.
yeah.
But when I'm dancing, I'm only rapping one different way. So I gotta find
some other flows.
Some other flows,
That's
man.
it.
Because I can do this with the music, so I can do this with the dance too. I gotta find that shit.
Yeah, for real. That's what you gotta do. We have some other business too.
Okay, so why can't I get my just take the laptop, the studio back in the room. Like the mic will get the interface and everything.
Nice stretch.
Whoa.
Nice stretch. You really brought the throwback move. I ain't done that in years. I ain't done that in years.
I said, bro, then you went back to the buckets.
Bro, ever since Troy told me that shit in the lab, he was like, bro, he's like, so you'll be the happiest when you be hitting them like weird ass party moves.
Yeah, cause you add like a little seasoning to your regular hip hop dancing, and then you'll get bucking the next 2 seconds. Like, yeah.
So that's like my lab.
It's like have fun with it, but don't take it too serious.
Well, I think that's the rockstar character. I think that's like part of it. Part of it he wants to mosh and go crazy. Part of it's just fun shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting ready for in Arizona. That's the style I want to bring.
What month is it again?
January. I got like 2.5 weeks. So
Y'all are the flight? Y'all flying?
mm-hmm.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get more of that. Like I'm too cool for you. And I'm still gonna bang out. And I'm gonna do shit like that Soulja Boy. Yeah, I'm gonna like walking out. I'm gonna like do a heel toe. Do some weird slinky shit. Yeah. Okay, let's keep on. Let's do it again.
Yeah. Everybody in the car going, right?
Huh?
Everybody in the car going? Nobody like got any accidents?
Skits had an injury, so
Damn!
So now it's gonna be rain, I think.
Shit.
Yeah. He's good. It's gonna take him a doctor said he has to recover, so
He went to the good ones too.
yeah, he is. He's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't like them 1 and 2 guys.
So I want you to focus on that. On that. The bounce is great. Get into the chop, change up the flow a little bit. And And mind your dynamic too. Because a lot of times if we're staying in one dynamic place, right, like rhythm being dynamic, there's like other things I can do with the rhythm in the music. I'm probably stuck in a couple other dynamic places too. Like if I'm using the same rhythm, my texture is probably the same. If I'm doing the same rhythm, I might not be in my dimension as much because this moving through spaces are gonna require me to change something up. If I'm like just using the same rhythm, I might not be like, you know what I mean? So this is not like I'm not saying to critique everything, but in your lab,
Critique everything.
if I'm thinking about creating flow, am I flowing? Am I there? What am I doing? You know, you have a lot of really good things tonight, so it's not like, you know, but now this is where we start to actually work it. Okay, I'm thinking about push and pull. I just have these two moves, and I want these moves to exist in my crump and create everything for me amidst my flow with these other things that I have. And so how do I do that is the question. That's the exploration, you know. It's really good tonight. It's really good. And we still have like 30 minutes. Like we're still working. Same room, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Now we're trying to change that up. Be selective.
Oh,
Do what you want, not what you want. Find pose in there. Yep. That's changing the time. That's what we need to do. Nice. Good decoration there. Good flow. Move something. Relax. Good direction there. That's nice. That's nice. Yep, work from there. Yep. From that back is nice. Good move. Yep. A little mention.
nice.
Good connection. Yep. Stay in the room.
Nice. Like that.
Yeah, do that again. Yeah, bring that. Yep. Go up the shoulders and change the level for you. Yep. What if you change the level? Yep. Nice. What if I can push the shoulders? Yep. Yep. Now we're doing something. Yep. Yep. Change the texture. Texture. Yep. Yep. Nice. Yep. Power level 2 right there. Yep. Let's get to 3. Okay.
I'm trying to get the.
No, you're getting there.
Get the. What we just talking about?
Dude, a lot of good things. A lot of good things. I like how you use your arms and shoulders. But what I will say, I would probably give yourself in a room because you're dancing up here, and then you're not giving yourself the space to access different body points. Like I see you do this move a lot, but you know how to move because you can move forward or to the side, but you're not really using your legs to your full advantage because you could be expanding. Like for example, I know your home is here, so use your chest to keep that pace. And so if you want to move, for example, to the left, maybe since we're up here, make our eyes go down. I move to the left this way. Therefore, you have to use your legs. You have to fold your core. So you're using top and bottom. You've got the top right with your arms. You'll use some of your bottom, but you're just kind of using it in compromising ways. So to keep track of your flow, which is, for example, just the name of the song, which we can stay there for now.
Yeah.
Let's just stay there for now. Maybe just practice on your bounce from there.
That's what I need to start doing.
Because those two things will keep you in time, so you have more freedom
Because
and more of a backbone to go.
I'm trying to play two beats in my head. Like she said, I'm kind of like, but I'm doing it with my whole body. But I'm trying to hit other beats, but I can't because I'm trying to stay on beat to this one. So it's like I'm rapping off track, but I gotta get back on track to another flow.
And
I'm trying to switch my flow and keep this flow at the same time.
it's gonna be tough. You can't switch and stay the same at the same time. That's not gonna work. And so,
I'm so used to doing a flow, it's hard for me to switch it and then go right back to it because I'm trying to stay on beat while doing it. That's what I was trying to do. And it wasn't working, so I'm like,
that's okay. Let's keep working it. Well, you'll figure it out.
it wasn't good.
So there were things that were working there.
I just didn't see it.
But
Y'all see it, but I didn't.
I saw a lot of use of your arms. I saw you decorate, and you were creating a lot of flow with your arms. I noticed that you were kind of like here, and then you would choose to go here, and I saw a lot of like experimentation with angles as well. And then I feel like your texture was really sharp with your arms. Your arms are good. Your arms are straight. You know what to say in this area. I want to see what you can say down here and up here, because we're kind of comfortable right here.
Everywhere, 360.
Okay.
And yeah, we're only seeing your front.
But now the top of the
Inside. I want to see your back. I want to see you get down here eventually. Use your full body to its fullest potential. I feel like you're sleeping on yourself right now. But you're doing so many good things, or else I wouldn't be.
I know you want to take it.
First two rounds were great.
The things that you do well, you're doing very well. And so now we just gotta polish the other stuff.
So because I used to seeing it, so now y'all see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all actually said it because y'all see me from jump. Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, this is important stuff. This is important stuff. Okay. Yep. Just stay in the room. Don't trail out down here. Keep connected. Find things to look at. Following the ideas is nice. It's an easy way. Okay.
Here is y'all squat. Just.
If you want to stay there, you don't necessarily stay there, but the idea is that you want to explore all those different ranges of motion.
Okay.
And so even if I just go through that to get to something else, or if I'm just there for a second and then I go to something else, we just want to have a little bit of variety. That's right. Mrs. Unexpected. Contrast to
Right.
CK.
That whole shit was, that was a whole connection.
I can see you still fighting for that culture connection too. It's a lot there. One. makes so much sense.
Bro, and you caught yourself too.
That makes so much sense.
Oh, that pose is crazy. Good direction. Your poses is crazy.
Crazy. So crazy. And you're really getting a good understanding of like the decoration, the continuity, and the way that you can create permanence with bangs is crazy.
And you are looking everywhere. I see you look up, you looking down.
Yeah, much better than the awareness in this way.
Yeah, the awareness is.
I like that you'll create something and you'll like it and then you'll use it again. Like that's important.
Yeah, the ones that y'all dance, I'm picking little pieces I like from each of y'all and just like eating it up and just
That's tough.
taking everything. You get loud sometimes, then you get forward, and then you gotta get.
I was trying to be more intentional with my levels because I'm like, well, I just told you to use them, so why don't I use them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I get
yeah.
down here and up here.
Yeah, I definitely got to balance my shit. Cause now when y'all put it that way, I'm always forward. I'm never like,
I think
or
Practice turning. You can just decide to always come back. You know where to go. Yeah. Or practice out without your arms, just legs talk down.
Maya, I think the only thing is just kind of like maybe personal preference. Just allow yourself to create things in certain spaces. Because when you're somewhere and you're creating, it works really well. And sometimes we're moving so much through space and placing things everywhere that it gets a little bit lost. Some of the things that because I'm moving through space and I'm doing this thing and I'm doing this other thing. I think just allowing yourself to break it up, and I see it already happening. So it's just me saying like, continue to break up certain things sometimes. Like if I just want to move, it's okay just to let this move. Like if that's what's driving me, I don't necessarily have to do decorate everything. Like some things do me.
overly decorated.
Yeah, but some things I think, especially if it's like a live moment, just like be a live moment, and then that'll like encourage you to place your arms and those kind of things in certain spaces, and then we can like move. But honestly, I think you really are getting this idea for the best right now. Even like me, I'm watching you, I'm like, oh, yeah, just bang out. Like this, okay, now this is something else. And now go. Like, but yeah, just thinking about like when I was taking Nolan's class, he was talking about like angles and angles just being.
Did you have it on?
Yeah, at the Mecca.
How was it? It was great.
I have my notes somewhere. I'll let you see. Using our angles, and now I can like put something here. Like, and so allowing the dimension, right, moves us through space, but it also like gives us access to space. And so this balance point and this posture I can now put things here. You know, I can put things there with this posture. I can put things here. You know, I can always turn to the front, right? But once we're thinking about really moving through like space, I could put something there. And then, you know, and continue to move. And so, as you think about moving through space, the space that you're giving yourself access to is cool to put things there too. Yeah? There you go. It's so crazy, like, just how good you are, young. DZ just, it's looking more and more like yourself. Once you push, yeah, you go.
I like that a lot. That was fire. I like that. Damn. Bro. That was crazy.
Nice.
So got lots to do, lots to work on.
When I see you do it, now I see it's me like, because you was up, then you brought it down a little bit, and then somehow you popped it back up, and then you'll hit the pose, and then you'll go back to it. And you'll punctuate, finish the sentence, get it all. Really good. That's just crazy.
Yeah, fight for the punctuation for sure. Okay. You got water? Oh, DZ.
I was gonna ask him for a cup because he knew he had to say, remember? And he was like, yeah, I'll ask you a cup next time. I was just waiting for the cup.
Yes, so funny. Okay.
I'm not back in the room.
Okay. Okay. So, this next round, our words will be,
Yes, you have it?
you're stupid. Our words will be stretch.
See, I know milk carton.
You're stupid. Stretch. You're welcome. Point. Stretch, point, move. Stretch, point, and move.
Now you have no place to talk about me.
I was eating it's all be thirsty.
This is a mineral water. That's a minerals. Okay, don't drink too much.
Oh, that's when I don't get no aftertaste. Bro, I want to get some blood, yo. I'm gonna drink, cause you don't get free water bottles with the little 7-Up brand. But it had this funny aftertaste, but it's free, so I'll just drink it.
Yeah.
But, damn, this shit don't taste, this shit tastes different.
Point. Okay, stretch
Ain't this in the mason jar too?
and move. Yeah.
Ain't nothing like glass.
Classic. And we're so we're thinking about how those words can create, those moves can create movements for us. Stretch, point, move. So what does it mean to stretch? What does it mean to point? Point what? Point at what? Point why? And then after I create something, can I continue to interact with it? Move. What do I move? How do I move? And then we start getting like all the science of it. Like, okay, if I'm moving something, what's the weight of the thing that I'm moving? What's the requirement that it would take for me to move this thing? Moving a balloon has different requirement than moving like a box and stuff. So, and it would get you in different mindsets too. So, just thinking about some stuff.
So any type of action.
It's really like any idea that you're representing crunk. So, actions I think are the easiest for me, but it can also be like things like now, like a move. Like you could create a move off of like flower, right? Like flower. Maybe this is point. This is flower. I pick the flower, right? I blow, and now I'll create. You know, it's like a line, right? So now the material of this floating away, and then maybe it's wind and takes it into something else. Now I'm being whipped by the wind, you know. So, which is, I don't know, but that would just be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a thing that you do, like an action word.
This is endless.
It is endless.
Cause when you go in that aspect, it's like, that's nothing you can't do.
Right. And so now, in our crunk, when we think about what our character is, what the motivation is behind our character, you know.
It helps you with that.
Like, yeah, like, I think like Zora wants to move the room. He wants things to happen. So I think about that a lot. Thinking about doing things that feel like the room is like moving. Right? So like, that's just like a way to keep an idea in my head. So now I'm just thinking about different ways now to put these things in character. And everything might not fit, you know. Everything won't generate something, but even just thinking about how I can pull the shoulder and that can create dimension for me. Just pulling this, pulling the head to the side as if there's a string on it. And now I got something else happening in my body, like those things, because this action idea of it is pretty accessible. And then the advanced is like maybe I say something and I try to pull it back in, right? Like that's the day I'm having. Maybe I argue with somebody and I said some shit I didn't want to say. So I'm like, hold on, bring the words back. Because that's the kind of, you know, and so this might be pulled for me, like, you know. And so that's how we get into, again, the more advanced side of it. And I think that's more of like the expression too, is like, sometimes I just need that. Like I'm having a day, sometimes I come home and all I did was like sling plates all day. And that's just how I crumb. Like all I'm doing is like serving shit out, get it off the board, like, and that's, like sometimes that's like for me, bro, like, we need crump for that too. And sometimes we need like I've actually worked all day, so I just want to like stretch my body. Maybe that'll be my lab. It's just stretch, and everything I'm doing is like stretching something, or I stretch out an idea of time. I let something stretch, right? I stretch. You gotta find something there. Boom, stretch. How tall can I get? How small can I get? Stretch. Okay, now I want to work opposite. Stretch and shrink. So I want to go from big to small. Now I want to stretch more, so I gotta go small. Boom, now I can stretch. And now I'm like, oh, okay, now there's a dynamic. You see what I mean? So that's what your moves. That's what your moves are gonna give you, or like other ways to. And so even with these things, we want to find different ways to say different things. You know, point. move, stretch. Yeah. And this should be fun too. In the midst of flow, in the midst of those things.
Point, move, stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What should we consider?
What
should we consider what?
Moves. Moves are ways to express ideas in crime. Yeah, good question.
Ideas in front.
Yeah, I get too alive. I get too alive. I get too alive. I get too alive. I get too alive.
Ready?
No.
No?
You got it. I get to speak right a lot. Shit, different.
Maybe I like to use your chest. You're going to go by the chest. Start there first. Take your time.
I'm gonna try to retract these.
That's you,
Yeah, you cool with that?
I ain't in the beat drop yet, but the intro is fire.
That was actually getting me out of that zone so fucking. That was maybe one of my favorite things the whole night. Oh my God, easy in the room is dangerous. When he's in the room, he's dangerous.
It was so good.
Nice from there. I like that. Yes, sir.
What? Do some.
I get quiet.
Good experience, good levels, good work, moving through space, actually extending, even just leaning forward in your core, to give yourself like this space instead of being so straight up was really nice. Yeah, keep thinking about, I invite you to keep thinking about the way your dimension is going to help you access your space. So your balance points and your posture.
Okay, yeah, definitely posture.
Yeah.
Because I don't know posture.
Because when you start moving your body, you start moving different. You start moving different, and I think that's just that maybe like just giving a little bit more to your body will help get some stuff out of your brain. You know, if you're trying to fit all the movement into like just like this stuff, but if you share that with everything, you'll have a little bit more like up here space. Yeah.
The whole crop will go up.
That's good.
Yeah, I think it too.
Yeah, that's nice. That lives, yeah. That lives. Yes.
That was fire.
Ooh, Karen Boy was
Yes.
smart.
Man, that was fire.
Damn. Why would you chop it like that? To start the movement before the arms is. Nice. Bring the bounce back in the body up. I see that.
Man.
That makes sense. That was a good way to break that up.
Yeah, that was fire.
I saw this first. Damn. Oh my gosh. buck. That is so buck. Giving it to all the
You twitch with your neck, like, I'm like, bro, it was like your body was glitching. It was on purpose. It was
That glitch over here
Yeah, you
was
crazy. Your body's not functioning.
I remember nothing.
That was crazy. I do like that things lived. You got this crazy arm placement before the body reacted. So this had time to live. And it was a moment to create awareness, and then the body did what it did. And everything doesn't have to be broken up always, but if I want people to see these things, sometimes it does benefit just to say, look at this. And now, especially if I'm changing dynamic, I'm getting to a groove or something, people are gonna lean in. That was really tight. The expression was good. I really like this point.
Yo, this was like, sit down. Or I told you so.
It was so good.
Type shit.
It was so good. I'm like, yeah.
It showed the personality.
Something like that, the point could be, we're thinking about expression. Like the point could be a way to create expression, like this.
I told you
What
about
I
these
just
rounds.
chose. Yeah, I told you. That said something.
Stop sleeping on me. Like, they said so much in one.
Yeah. And that's kind of the power of the moves. The moves gives you a way to express something, and say like a lot at one time. Moves are like the pictures worth 1,000 words.
And then like a lot, sometimes it depends on the track, what bring it out of me. Cause it might be that one song, like I want to get off on this. And then it might be that one song that's like, oh, this is gonna be a dope ass session track. So you're not going as hard,
Yeah.
cause you don't catch that vibe. But yeah.
Hold on, nigga, come that off. You gonna make a whole crump roll blow up these
Oh my, bro. You made that turn, me.
I gotta use that.
Me too.
I see that.
That's fire! Bro, let's go.
Move your arm. Yes. Nice.
Oh,
Like that, no? That's good. Ooh.
all that.
Nice.
I feel all that. All that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Bro, get off me.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. Ooh.
Bro, what? Fire.
Yep, You hit every angle.
Nigga.
You're up here, you're down here, you're down here, you're up here, you're up here.
But this man
All these
said,
angles
this man said,
with different textures included.
and
Wow,
we use it like a one
maintaining
narrow type
placement.
shit. I said,
And then moving your arm manually. I like that mechanical move. I love that.
Yeah. Trying to find different ways to move.
then you, You was bucking, so you turned. I think you did like a hop or whatever, and then you came back. Like the way you turned was like.
You use texture within your turns. You
Yeah.
have to get their direction and
That's
then you
texture.
just jolt it up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm thinking your arm was before.
You can take whatever you want. I'm good. Yeah, go on.
Use it like this. You know how many ways you can like really do like this?
Yeah.
You can let it go. Like,
Yeah.
what's so much shit?
Yeah. Now you thinking. Yeah, and then change it. And change the arrow.
What?
Crossbow. You know, one arrow. Multiple. With the why not? Why not stretch that? Like that stretch. Bang. Point, stretch. Yeah.
3 in a row.
You know?
That's the bang.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Alright, it's 11.
Damn, time flies.
Yeah, time does fly.
We're having fun.
Thank you guys for coming today. I hope that this did something for your brain.